Welcome to our tutorial on building a real estate registry using blockchain technology. In this video, you'll learn how to create a decentralized application that records property transactions safely and transparently on the blockchain. Let's dive into the world of blockchain. First, let's understand the core idea. In this tutorial, we're building a smart contract that will manage real estate properties. This contract will allow us to create, transfer, and verify property ownership on the blockchain. To start, we need to set up our development environment. We will be using the following tools: Node.js, Truffle Suite, Ganache for local blockchain simulation, and MetaMask for wallet management. Let's install Node.js first. Head over to nodejs.org and download the LTS version for your operating system. Once Node.js is installed, let's install Truffle. Open your terminal and type the following command. Now, let's set up Ganache, which will serve as our local blockchain. Visit trufflesui.com/Ganache and download the application for your OS. Now that we have our tools ready, let's create a new Truffle project. In your terminal, create a new directory and navigate into it. This will create a basic Truffle project structure including folders for contracts, migrations, and tests. Now, let's create our smart contract file. In the real estate registry.sol, we will define our smart contract. Let's start by declaring the Solidity version and the contract itself. Next, we will create a structure to store real estate properties. Each property will have an ID, owner, location, and status. We also need a constructor to initialize our registry and some events to emit when properties are created or transferred. Now, let's add a function to create a new property. This function will take the location as an input, increment the property count, and create a new property instance. Next, we'll create a function to transfer property ownership. This function will ensure that the caller is the current owner and will transfer ownership to the new owner. Now that we've defined our smart contract, it's time to migrate it to our local blockchain. First, we need to create a migration script. In to_deploy_real_state_registry.js, we will write the migration code to deploy our contract. The code should look like this. Before we deploy, let's start Ganache, which will provide us with a local blockchain and accounts. Run Ganache and note down the mnemonic and accounts it generates. Now, let's configure our Truffle project to use Ganache. Open truffleconfig.js and modify the network section to include the Ganache settings. We're now ready to deploy our contract. In the terminal, run the following command to deploy the contract. Great! Our smart contract is now deployed. Now let's test it by interacting with the smart contract methods using Truffle console. Inside the console, we can create a new property. First, let's get the deployed contract instance. Now, let's create a property. Call the create property method with a location of your choice. Let's verify that our property has been created. We can check the property's mapping by retrieving the property using its ID. Next, let's test the transfer property functionality. First, we need to define an address that will become the new owner. You can find the accounts listed in Ganache. Assuming the second account is the new owner, we can transfer the property with the following command. Lastly, verify the ownership has been transferred by checking the property details again. Fantastic! You've now created a real estate registry on the blockchain. You've learned how to deploy smart contracts, create properties, and manage ownership. In this tutorial, we've built a basic decentralized application. However, there are many features you could enhance in your registry, such as adding more detailed property information, enabling property listings, or implementing access controls. To take this project further, consider integrating a front-end framework like React to create an interactive user interface. This way, users can easily list and transfer properties right from their web browser. If you're interested in expanding on this project, consider implementing additional features such as property history tracking, payments using cryptocurrency, and integrating with oracles to fetch real-world data. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more programming tutorials on blockchain and other technologies. Happy coding!